Good morning. Thank you very much again for joining me for the Torah Delights podcast. It is much appreciated, and thank you very much. I hope to share some inspirational content which you'll enjoy and spread further. And I want to make the shir Le'ilei Nishmas my Rebbe, Rav Nosson Tzvi, whose yahrzeit is on I think Yud Aleph of this month. Is Cheshvan at the same day as Rachel Amenu. The Shiva was an unbelievable tzaddik. I was zeicha to be in the yeshiva for 2 years under Nosson Tzvi, and he impacted my life like no other person. His avas Torah, his demeanor, how he was, his smile, his love for humanity, his love for the Torah is something which rarely replicated. I've never seen to the same extent. Just to see Rav Nosson Tzvi with his Parkinson's and all the Yisurim he had, one couldn't fail to be inspired and to love Torah and to learn Torah and to want to be a better person. I could spend a whole share of stories and incidents and things that happened to Rav Nosson Tzvi, but it's probably not the time now. But suffice it to say that the shir should be Le'ilei Nishmas for Rav Nosson Tzvi, the Mir Rosh Yeshiva. This week I'm using Parsha from Reb Melech Biden. We've gone back to Parsha. I've chosen two really inspirational divrei Torah, which I hope you'll enjoy. The first is on Tesvov Pasuk Hey. It says, the Pasuk says, Habeit nom shemayim v'yaschu b'avodas Hashem v'yigmu b'ad Hashem. It says, Hashem says, Habeit not Avram Avinu, well, Avram is known at that time. Habeit no mishav shemaim v'isbecha chachovim in tochel lisba oisom v'yoyim lo koi yeh zarecha. Hashem says, look up and see the amount of stars, and you should count them. This is going to be your offspring. This is going to be the Koyi Zaracha. So Ramesh Shapiro, famous Ramesh Shapiro, who started Daf Yomi, whose Siyam Shasim Mitzvah Hashem will be in the next couple of months, who has all those chusim. He was unbelievable London, and he said the following vort: Shahare. So he says, B'sifra Imrei Das, Shahare Kol Ba Das Yedeshi Efshel Odin Lispo Leda Minin HaChavim. It says everybody knows that it's impossible to count the amount of stars. But nonetheless, what did Avram do when he heard this sivoy, this command from Hashem? Avram is sivoy habayre, sivoy chacham, count the stars. What did Avram do? Miyad hachol l'soifrom. He begins to count them below lachshel cheshboinus. Without making cheshboinus, harem emela le'uchel l'soifrom, mali lahaschu b'zeh klal. He didn't make Bunshler. What he's telling me to do something impossible. Count the stars. There's hundreds, millions. I can't count them. No, Bunshler says, count the stars. He counted the stars without cheshbon. Alzer nema, and on that's what it says. Koyi zarecha. That by counting the stars, listen to this thought. This is how I want your children. This, what I'm asking you to do, to count the stars, and you count by counters, is what I want your children to do. After you, what do you mean? They should never come to the state of yish. Even if something seems impossible, to count the stars and impossible, should still make an effort, still start. Why? A yid should never give up. Yish means one gives up. A yid should never give up hope. A person's got to do what it's got to do. It might seem impossible to do. Make an effort, make a start. Hashem says, you make the effort, I'll help you. Even if it seems impossible to do, count the stars, it's impossible. You make the effort, you make a start. And he says, and he says, and that's what the Chazal say, the work isn't for you to finish. Ela Kodesh Baruch Hu Yashim Melacha. Boinei Shalom, He will finish the work. They say a famous vort. I always say it over. I'll probably say it over in the podcast when we get to the Sedras, Mitzvah Hashem, that Bastia went. She was Paro's daughter. She sees Moshe Rabbeinu in the water, and Moshe Rabbeinu is in the middle of the river. She's by the river. She can't reach Moshe Rabbeinu. So what does she do? She still stretches out her hand. And a nace happened, her hand extended, and she was able to get Moshe Rabbeinu. She couldn't have done it. She made an effort, she did what she could do. I'm going to do my bit, stretch out my hand. If I'm to have Hatzlach from that, if she's to have Hatzlach from that, then it will be. But the person's got to make an effort, and that's what he continues. A person doesn't have any idea, any hasoga, any aim for any idea. How much values in Shemaim by Hashem every pa'ula katan, every little action a person does. Even he thinks it's a klein, it's a small thing. He says, what's his raya? So we learn out from the mitzvah of Bekurim. He says the Issa B'Mishnah. So he brings down the Bekurim. He says what happened. It's the whole thing went on there. He gave Bekurim L'Shem. When the people were bringing the Bekurim, the first fruit to Yerushalayim, Shochet Lefneihem. They sent in front of the Otchus B'Chareim. They made all their Bekurim really nice. Apachas Sagnan the Gizborim Yotzim and the Gizborim and the whole town and everyone on the way comes out to meet them. Lefi Kovet and Nechsasim Ho Yotzim Karbala Umnish B'Shleim, all the workers Yishleim Omdin Lefneim V'Sholim Yishleim. Everyone's these guys are coming to the Oile Regal. They're coming to bring the Oile Regal. They're coming to bring the Bekurim. Everyone comes out to greet them. How are you doing? How was the journey? And they give them hugs and this and that. And they make them feel worthwhile. The Sholim Mishon Achenu Ansha Mokim Poloni Basim Mishon, and they give them brachas. Ubeak the Yismach Yisrael. The Yismach Yisrael explains, Madu Chokin Kovak God Lamed Bekur. Okay, they bought Bekurim. It's a nice mitzvah. It's a shame mitzvah. 630 mitzvahs. Why was such a fuss made that all these people come out? They give the marks and they all this. The big deal of it. Ki mitzvahs hazoi Yachol Kol Ish VeIsh Leris Mayok Chasler Elokim. This mitzvah, everyone can see how great is Hashem. Shafila mitzvah kala. This is to make the point. In a mitzvah kala shemakom odom or over the. What happens? How does a person get to the state of Bekurim? He's working in his field. It's a regular worker. He thinks to himself, that nice, that's that those grapes over there. Not grapes. It's got to be the shir's minute. But that the figs over there. Shebicha, that which was the firstborn, I'm thinking in my mind, Jatiya Kodesh LaHashem. So he says, even a machshava from a regular person, a poil in the field, a worker in the field, has a beautiful impression for Hashem. For Hashem considers it gross greatness. Therefore, everyone comes out to greet. It's a show. They're not to respect that even a mitzvah kala, thinking in the field, what am I going to bring to Yerushalayim? Nice trip to Yerushalayim. Even that kala ish poshut from a poshut person, not from the rabbis or the Sadiq, from a person working in the field. This happens in machshava toiva. This tefillah is so great. This thought of doing something for Hashem and choosing the Bekurim is to show the greatness how Hashem holds it, how much Hashem holds of it, how important it is to Hashem. The skabel if na Hashem barachim barot, and that's accepted for Hashem barachim barot. B'chol malache rachim misatrim bom b'kama itrim b'kol mizeh yochel kol ish lechazik zatzmoi ye'ech. This person can mechazik himself. How it is, what the impression, how great it is even to do one mitzvah. Even if you'd only do this one mitzvah whole life, how great it would be. And that's why we make such fuss to show the emphasis how Hashem treasures every mitzvah of the person, even if it seems to us to be a small mitzvah like this. That's one beautiful idea, and I want to say one more idea. It says, this is mind-blowing. It says, it says, it brings down, we've got to understand what this means. But the pasuk brings down Tezayin, Perik Tezayin, pasuk Vav. V'tana Sora v'tivrach mevina Torah. Sora, Ta'ana is inflicted, that's how we understand it. Hagar, because of what she'd done to Sora and making fun, and b'tivrach she ran away. The Ramban, and you can only say this, someone like the great as the Ramban can say this. The Ramban writes, Chata amenu be'inoi hazeh. Chata amenu be'inoi hazeh. It seems that it wasn't. There was we don't understand the emos, we don't understand the obvious, we don't understand how great they are, we don't understand what how the actions were. So this, we have to bear that in mind. It seems that there was some sort of the Gam Avram behiniche lasses kain v'shom Hashem, that it seems that the inui was that by inflicting this pain, as good, I'm scared to say that, this affliction on Hagar, it caused Hagar to cry out, and that had a great effect on the history of Klal Yisrael. V'shom Hashem, and then Hashem heard her crying out. V'nosen lo ben shi per adam, and Hashem gave to her, because she cried out, this reward of a per adam, who was this wild man, who was Ishmael. La'ana zera, and to cause a little bit, la'ana, to cause pain, zera Avram v'sora b'chol mina inoi. All times when we see we see this, that Ishmael would be cause of a lot of sorrow for Yidden. Peshita v'ein soch loyma. So he says we've got to put a precursor on this. Peshita is obvious. Ein soch, we don't need to say. Ki ein lana kol shemetz hasaga b'ovos emas kadosh. We don't have any hasaga of who the obvious were, so we can't. What is cause of pain is that what for us it's completely different to the obvious. We can't understand. We've got to understand that Avram b'sora afaleina limud, but it's nonetheless it's for us to learn shekol oil she'oivdin shel zer Ishmael. That any oil, any affliction caused by Zer Ishmael, which we are suffering from today, but lonim inazeh came from this action. What's that? Ki HaKadosh Baruch Hu, this is the chizuk. Ki HaKadosh Baruch Hu oives anidav, yeh ma yeh, the pursued one, the downtrodden one, the one who hasn't had the mazal, the rab of the green, and nidav, the one who's pursued. That's Ki Hashem oives anidav. The boy Nishon loves the nidav. So here, Hagar was the nidav. She was the pursued. Literally, she was being the pursued. So Hashem heard her to fill it. That's the koyach of it. Kamosha biyah, the Imre Emes brings down the Semshach HaKara, from what's his right from the rest of the pasuk says Vayim So'i Hamalach Hashem. So the Chayr is Soich Lebi, and what's Vayim So'i? He found her. What's that lashon there? Was he looking for her? He said he found it. Must that he was looking. You find it if you're looking for it. What does that mean? L'chein hayaloma v'yira hamalach Hashem. V'yira malach Hashem. It should have said v'yira Hashem appeared. The malach appeared to her. So what's a yimsa lashon of yimsa? Ella ma'acha shahaga haisa nidefes. Since she was being pursued, misore meinu. And we know that Hashem pursues the nid of the one who's being afflicted. That's Keheles. So since she was being pursued, therefore the Malach found her. She was being pursued, and therefore the Malach. That's the lashon of Yimsu. Afilu Sadik Roidif Rasha. Afilu Sad. Even if a Sadik, listen to this. This the Yikra Rabbah brings that. Afilu Sadik Roidif Rasha. I'll read that again. Even if a tzaddik pursues a rasha, l'chein chipesh hamalach acha nelvan. Therefore, the malach is looking after nelvan. Ad shemotza limzois, to teach you malas hanidav. Af emen adefes. Even if the one being pursued and who's got the sa is Hagar, habareches, who's running away for good reason. Sora Meina had good reason to afflict her. Nonetheless, she's still considered a nidach. We're suffering from it, and she had the zchus to have Ishmael. So you see, it's what a great lesson. Hashem's on the lookout. A person's in a situation, and he's downtrodden, he's depressed. Chas v'sholom, he should remember Hashem's with him. Hashem loves him. Hashem's with him. Hashem is if already Hagar, a Yid is chosen, the special nidach is pursued, that should give us chizuk. I wish you a lovely Shabbos, wherever you are listening in the world. We do get listeners from all around the world, America, Spain, the UAE, all around the world. Wherever you are, let us know, email us. We've got a new dedicated email address. I think we're called torah, delightpodcast@gmail.com, or we're on different platforms. Please subscribe, tell your friends if you enjoy, and have a lovely Shabbos. Thank you for listening. It's appreciated. Kol tov.